It's another humid, misty, foggy, cloudy, Jurassic kind of morning. Take a look at the trail. Foggy, hazy. We just finished a pretty good climb, about 500 feet. Leveled off for a little bit. Good morning, everybody. Well, today it's going to be about an 18-mile day, give or take. The storms passed yesterday. Oh my goodness. Whew. There's a lot of people, a lot of hikers at the shelter. I'd say the shelter was full, and then some. Not much recording done just because, as I say, it was just full of people, and the storm came through, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to relax, lay in my bunk, which I did, have some food, and tomorrow, which is today, well, just starts another day. So today is May the 22nd. It is day number 88 on trail. Those numbers are for sure, by the way, because I checked. Day 2, north of Duncannon, heading towards Hamburg. Issues. I don't think my resupply went as well as I thought it had in Duncannon. There was no grocery store within a reasonable distance of the hostel, so I had to rely on the hostel itself as far as their resupply sales, which were extremely expensive, which is normally the case. It's, you know, location, boutique type thing. Anyhow, so I'm a little short on supplies, and I got quite a ways to go. This is only day 2 of a 5-day push to Hamburg, so I may have to jump off into a community resupply. We'll see. So that's the only thing I can think of right now that's a problem. Everything else is moving along just fine as we push towards that 1,200 mile marker, which is going to be probably Wednesday. Wednesday probably we'll hit the 1,200. And projecting forward, I'm going to say New Jersey by the end of the month. So, what the heck is catching onto me? Something was grabbing hold of my hiking poles. Let's have a look at the trail this morning. Not bad, not bad. Oh, there's some rocks, of course. We're in Pennsylvania, but not bad at all. Got a couple of small climbs, but it's been mostly flat for the first mile or two anyhow this morning. Had my coffee and my oatmeal, of course. Yeah, I have no idea how today's going to unfold, of course. But I did have a good nap yesterday because it was a shorter day, so I had a nap in the afternoon. Still feeling very tired though. I've been feeling tired for the last week, like just really kind of tired. That's really affecting my daily performance for sure. I mean, yesterday I was just glad to get to the shelter at 11.2 miles. I was glad to get there and call it a day. Anyhow, we have to do better than that, that's for sure. Okay. speaking of doing better than that, I think we just better get at it here. Quit the whining. So right here at the top of like about a 1,200-foot climb, here's a tenting area. Big fire pit, and guys have put together, look, chairs out of stones. You see that? So you got a nice easy chair to sit next to the fire pit. Good tent spot right there. In fact, there's lots of good tent spots all around here. Whoa, better be careful, fall over. Yeah, well, the day progresses well, and for some reason today, maybe it's the extra sleep I got yesterday afternoon, I'm actually feeling pretty good. I just stopped and had a break. I had a spam wrap in a tortilla, some cookies, and some electrolyte water. One little update, I was just talking to another hiker, maybe an hour ago or so, and he's pushing north. And he's helping a friend of his with what they call the 501 shelter tomorrow night. And his friend, I guess, lives here, whatever. He's doing trail magic. There'll be food at that particular shelter. And I think, I'm not sure, I think that might be a good possibility for a destination for me for tomorrow night. It might work out well. So maybe tomorrow night I'll get some trail magic. The trail. Well, look at all the rocks over here. And lots of mud too. Yeah. We haven't got to the mud yet, which is Vermont. We haven't got there yet. But we're still in Rocksylvania, which of course is Pennsylvania. And we're going to be here until, well, until about the end of the month. Well, it depends on terrain. But as I say, today I've done quite well so far today for the time. I've had a decent, solid day so far. It's early, but I've got like over 9 miles in. And I did those at a reasonable pace. So, I mean, a reasonable pace for me. I mean, other hikers have passed me, but they've all been younger than me, so that's fine too. Okay, just a little bit of an update on how the day is going. Not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to camp at this side of the beaver dam, or if I'm going to do an extra few miles and push it into the 20s and do the beaver dam today and camp at the other side. And the only reason is, 2 reasons. One is I'd be crossing the beaver dam in the light, although I'd be tired. And the second is, if I do get my feet wet, at least I've got a little bit of time tonight to maybe dry a little bit of drying with my shoes, but they wouldn't be dry by morning, that's for sure. Anyhow, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let's keep navigating this mud rock pit. Okay. Today's trail goes remarkably well. That's day 88. Earlier today I said it was May 22. I said, and I knew it was May 22. Well, I did not, because it's May 23. Okay, having said that, today's trail is going great. Oh, we have signs. Sand Spring Trail, the General, whatever that is. Huh. Sorry. Sand Spring Trail, route 325, 1.7 miles that way. The General, that way. Well, I guess we're going to go this way then. Yeah, so the trail goes remarkably well. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I have 15 miles in for the day. Now, keeping in mind, I'm on trail early. But that's not bad at all for me. Gives you an indication of this morning we had about 1,000 foot, 1,200 foot climb. Since then, it's been flat. Rocky in times, muddy at times, but generally speaking, pretty flat. Pretty much what you see in front of you. So that gives me options. In about, a little over 2.5 miles or so, is the first area that I thought about camping at. And that, I think, was 17.8 miles for the day. And I think that's called Rush Creek, something like that. Anyhow, 0.2 past that, 18 miles, is the shelter and the tenting area. Just a little further past that, I think about, I don't know, less than a mile, is the Beaver Dam. I'd like to cross the Beaver Dam today, as I'd mentioned earlier, maybe. And then it's a few miles past the Beaver Dam to the next tenting area. And that tenting area appears to be a dry tenting area. It appears not to have water, which means I would have to get water before that. And by the way, from where I am right now, the next tenting area past the Beaver Dam is a total of I think it's about 6.3 or 6.5 miles from where I am right now. So it's going to be a 21 point something day if I do that. And I'm going to have to get my water at the tenting site at the 17.8 mile marker. I believe that has water there. Oh, you know what? I think there was one past that. But before the dam. That was the Rush Creek one, I think. Anyhow, either way, I'm going to have to water there, then go across the dam, and then continue another, 3 point whatever, almost 4 miles to the tenting area. But again, that would give me 21 point something miles today. Well, that would be a good solid day for me, no doubt about that. It's Monday, I think. Yes, it's Monday. So that would be a good Monday to start the week. Yesterday was a shorter day. Because of the weather, the weather warning, tornado warnings and so on. Thunderstorms hit the shelter at 11.2, but it turned out okay. And as mentioned earlier, the storms were pretty violent as they came through. So yeah, if everything goes okay at this time of day, it's not too hot. I'd say it's around 68 degrees, maybe 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, 70, 72 degrees Fahrenheit in there. So it's okay. So if everything's going to go okay, I'm going to get my water further down the trail, and then we're going to push to the tenting area past the Beaver Dam. Again, give us a 21 point something mile if we do that day. Okay, we better get to hiking. Okay, so I just collected 2.5 liters of water. So I have my camp water now. That's enough tonight. It's not hot. Hasn't been a hot day. So 2.5 liters will be fine. My next challenge for today, I don't know what time it is, I should check. It's got to be about 3-ish maybe. is to cross the Beaver Dam. And I'm just not sure. I do know at home in Ontario. Oh boy, his trees come down here. Woo. I know at home in Ontario, they can be quite tricky sometimes, and tend to be really, really, really wet on the feet. Slimy, sloppy, muddy, messy things. And again, I figured if I cross it tonight, then it gives me a little bit of time overnight, maybe to dry a little bit. Not much, won't dry much, but anyhow, my shoes or whatever, socks or whatever. So that's it. We've got the water. I just ran into some of the guys that I know on the trail. Professor, Cobra, Grumpy, and Trillium. They're all camping back there at the creek where I got water from. But I want to push on. That would be about a 17.8 miles. Right now I'm into 18 miles, right on the nose. Because I did just check that. And I think it's across the Beaver Dam. And I think the next published camp spot is somewhere around 3.5 miles from here. And again, we're just going to see how we make out. But once I get across the Beaver Dam, then because I have camp water, I'm free to pick whatever I want. I just wanted to do the Beaver Dam in the light rather than the dark of the early morning when I leave camp. So I figured now would be better. Okay, a little bit of an update. And hey, we're just going to keep pushing down the trail here. Okay, so right now we're starting into the Beaver Dam. The actual dam is just ahead. I don't know how big it is, how long it is, but it certainly does look wet. There's no doubt about that. There is some boards. There's some boards there. That might be of benefit to us. But man, look at that. It's pretty wet through here. There's a tree. I don't know. Whew. I would be 100% delighted so this is definitely the Beaver Dam. And I would be 100% delighted. Damn, that's deep, look. If I could get through here without getting my shoes totally and completely soaked. Because that's the drawback of, oh, and we're in. That's the drawback of the ASIC Gel Venture 7. The only drawback that I know of is they take quite a while to dry. Whoa! Oh, we're in. We are feet wet. We are feet wet right now. Holy shit. We're not right at this minute totally feet soaked, totally. We're feet wet. Ooh. You know what? If this is the end of it here, we may not have done too bad. If this is the end of the dam, we actually may not have done too bad at all. I don't know if it is for sure, but if it is, looks like it could be. Looks like we're going back on trail. Wow. You know what, guys? I think we got through that with nothing more than a dampening of the shoe and sock. Not a total soaking. Not just a spritz, mind you. Just a dampening. And I think we're through. Oh, Jasper's feeling happy. Yeah, I don't... Again, the problem with the ASIC Gel Venture 7 is when they're wet, they tend to stay wet. They're not waterproof. I don't like waterproof shoes. But unlike the Ultras, they're just not specifically designed to pump out the water and dry quickly. That's one of the features of the Ultra that I really like. Okay. We are through the Beaver Dam. Let's just keep going, shall we? Over in those rocks, and I'm sure it would be accessible, I can hear water running. So there is some kind of a small creek, stream running within the rocks. Right here, fire pit, some logs, and yep, you got it, my home for the night. I am going to camp right here. This is going to be at about 21.2 maybe. Oh no, sorry, 20.2 miles. I got a log. I can sit on it, use it as a backrest. It's a good spot. Oh, what's this? Oh wow, looks like, looks like somebody left a big knife here or something. Well, anyhow, I don't know. But it's heavy and I don't want it. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm tired. Tough day. No, easy day, actually. The train has been easy, but at this time of day, it's always pretty tough. This is where I came from. The last mile or two, 3 or 4, has been pretty challenging with the rocks. But this is a perfect spot for me. So I am going to set up camp. I'm going to make myself some hot chocolate because I'm ready for some food. Ramen noodles, a package of chicken salad, and instant potatoes. Would you make that at home? Probably not. The saving grace, if there is one, hot chocolate. A little bit low on food right now. And my next resupply isn't until Thursday. Today's Monday, so I got to be a little bit careful. Hate it when that happens, but it happens. Sometimes some towns are just not great resupply options. The next town, Hamburg, Pennsylvania, has Walmart. That'll be good. Oh well. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my dinner. Hello. How you doing, dude?
Slow day, slow day.
Slow day? Oh, another hiker going by. I think he's camping down about 0.2 of a mile further down. I know there was a couple of younger guys that he hikes with that passed me earlier in the day, and they said they were camping there. This is a perfect spot for me. It's quiet, peaceful, no rowders.